But first here, people in the early stages of Alzheimer's disease are struggling not only with memory loss, but with frustration of losing control.
Now there's a unique program that's using improvisational theater to remind patients of the roles they used to play in life. Elaine Quijano reports.
Every week, a group of people with early-stage Alzheimer's meets at the Stein Senior Center in New York City for a little bit of non-traditional therapy.
I remember this. I danced with my father like this.
An improvisational theater class is helping people like Mark Cohn, diagnosed with Alzheimer's 2 years ago.
What's the place that you taught dance? Fred Astaire?
Fred Astaire. Ballroom. I love all music.
Acting coach Linda Gelman works with participants and their caregivers to revive old memories, even as more recent ones fade away.
The feeling of community that they get from a class like this is very intense and very important.
Research shows social and cognitive stimulation are associated with a reduced risk of developing Alzheimer's and may help Alzheimer's patients with depression.
If they come and join with other people who are experiencing the same problems, their functioning stays more at a same level. They don't go downhill as quickly.
It's a liberation of oneself, in that you're in a comfortable environment to the degree that you can say almost anything.
Headache is the most ubiquitous kind.
89-year-old Roy Roystacker, a retired professor of dentistry, uses the class to sharpen his love of language and tells stories of his boyhood in New York.
So you remember those days pretty well.
Right, but I don't remember what I did yesterday.
Is that hard for you?
Yes. Of course it is. It's overwhelmingly hard.
Well, take your hat off at least.
He worries most about the burden on his wife.
She carries her load.
You have a load, too.
Her load is to see what happened to her husband. We're married almost 60 years.
Bye-bye.
And did you see her? She's a knockout. A knockout. She's 85 years old.
Laughter is an integral part of Gelman's lessons. She is a 30-year veteran of improvisational theater and founder of the New York City comedy troupe Chicago City Limits.
Improv always helps people access themselves.
Through word games
Kleptomaniac.
and role-playing,
Okay, he's a marriage counselor.
these students get a chance to reclaim their past. Elaine Kahn, who once worked as a couples therapist but now has trouble speaking, gets her voice back as she plays the role of marriage counselor.
Can you tell me in a few words?
No, I said you leave me exhausted.
They have a place to share who they were.
2 different marriage counselors
And
there.
who they still are. We see the disease. We don't see who that person is, what they've done, what their life has consisted of.
Roy writes. You wrote a book, right?
It's a place to help them reclaim the dignity their disease is stealing away.
All right, let's give him a hand.
Elaine Quijano, CBS News, New York.
Yes, oh my God.
Linda Gelman is now writing a book for caregivers and therapists explaining how to apply her technique, and I think that'll be really useful for people.
Good for her. All right, Whit Johnson's